Hey, it's the Belly here. Let's take a couple minutes and talk about charging handles for an AR style firearm. I've got sampling of 4 of them here, and let's just kind of go over the pros and cons of each of them and why I use what I use. Maybe first a bit of a nomenclature catch up. This is the charging handle for the modern sporting rifle, the AR style. The thing to notice is that it's just got this long shaft that fits widthwise in the upper receiver, has the tabs to engage in. It also has a hole right there in the front for the gas tube to go through. And then this under lip right here is very important so that it can engage on the front of the bolt carrier group, like so. So when you pull this back, it actually pulls it actually charges the weapon. That's kind of important. This one is the one that came stock in my LMT MWS. It's a pretty good charging handle. It's not ambidextrous. It doesn't have controls on one side, just the one side. But one of the nice things that it does is when you compress it here, there's a tab that the lever actually makes contact with this. So when you pull on it, it actually pulls on the charging handle. It doesn't put all that stress on that little roll pin. That's a really important thing. So for a stock charging handle, this one's not bad. The next one up is the BCM Gunfighter in 7.62. Also very well made. The latch it's got a medium-sized latch, and you can see it's quite a bit. It sticks out quite a bit. And when you when you compress this and you charge the weapon, it doesn't connect up here, but there are little tangs in the back here that connect to the back. Here. So when you pull this, it does connect, and it's not putting the stress on the roll pin. This one does have the added benefit of having a larger latch than the factory one. So when you pull it back, you can have the tendency to kind of flex this a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, but I can just flex this one with my hands. It's not saying it's weak. It is flexible, but it is flexible. Metal is also flexible. It's supposed to have some in there. But a nice next step. This one is made by PRI. It's called their Gas Buster. This one has the specific duty or specific little built-in qualities of rerouting gas blowback. So you'll see that it's really tall. As you can see that it's really tall. So even though this slides up like right there, it's still got all this lip right here to seal against the upper receiver. And when I say Gas Buster, you can kind of see if you can see it. This little guy right here, this little raceway, is built in so that from the gases that come back on the upper receiver, they get routed out that way. And then also on the bottom end, you can see, let me see if you can get the angle right. Yeah, that little guy. So it's carved out right there. So that the gases route, again, they come out and they route away from the shooter's face out to the ejection side. This one does not engage as solidly against the latch. So if you really need to run this hard, you will be putting a lot of stress right on that little roll pin. The one that I like and the one that I ended up using for the Bushnell Brawl is this one's called the TAC Ops 1. And you see it's substantial, to say the least. Let's put it up next to our factory LMT, and there you can see there you can see the difference with the TAC Ops being on the left and the LMT one being on the right. It provides a significantly larger surface area for your hand to purchase against when you're moving the charging handle. I experienced no flexing at all with this, and I ran it really hard. I really cranked on this thing. One of the things that's neat is, although it doesn't have anything that it's not indexing doesn't have an index stop like the LMT one does here. What it does do is it has a short enough throw that by the time you would compress it to the point, you're actually compressing it to where you can grab onto this. That's unique to this versus the Gas Buster. What is also unique to this one is that it's also ambidextrous. Now, a lot of people would wonder why you would need ambidextrous, or why this design of ambidextrous versus other models, is that this is all one piece. The part that moves the claw, the engagement claw, is all one piece. So you can see it move there. What that means is, on the support side, what I do is I did this, is I grab it from here and I engage this part with my thumb to disengage, but I'm not pulling with my thumb, I'm just disengaging that. It is a very natural motion on either side of the charging handle. So grab it, and so when you pull, you're actually pulling on all the main mass, the main lever that's designed there. And it's also curved to where you can grab a hold of it on the support side here. That's the one that I use. It is substantial, so when you carry the gun, this part is going to kind of poke into you a little bit. But to me, that's a good trade-off for between that and not being able to use your charging handle. So in an AR, what I do, is I drop the magazine, and when I pull this back, now my left hand is free to engage the bolt stop like this. Let me see if I can get my gun up here and show you. Doing it with a weird hand. Glad y'all get to see me struggle through this. No laughing. Mrs. Belly's in the back, kind of chuckling about it too. She's baking brownies, or baking cupcakes. She made 96 cupcakes today so far. So here it is in there, and you'll see I've got my supports, or my firing side hand. I can engage this and move it, and then engage it with this from this side. So one of the things I can do is because this has an ambidextrous, let me move it so this light is in front of it there. So this has an ambidextrous magazine release. What I do is I pull the magazine out. We're using the left side magazine. Now I've got a magazine in my hand, and then I'll charge the gun and engage and then just shove it back forward. Very simple, very beefy. It works really well. The TAC Ops 1, I bought mine from riflesonly.com. You can find it in there under their tactical gear. Okay, that's it.